No. This is the newest issue. The last one sold out crazy quick, and I was just way too busy with everything else going on, you know? Just wasn't a priority. I really like the cover of this one though. Like, look. I am so happy this model is getting more recognition. She really shines when it comes to more moody trends like jewel tones and draped fabrics. It all just like really suits her. Definitely works beautifully with a true winter palette. Oh, and they're even doing a whole section on micro trends. Like, some of these are cute, don't get me wrong, but like, some are very clearly cash grabs that will only last for this week. It's better to incorporate smaller niche things in your wardrobe, as opposed to getting a load of low quality crap that you'll think isn't cute in like a week. It's so wasteful. I'm really glad they're bringing it to people's attention. See, like, this is cute. This is cute. It's sustainably made, good for multiple trend cycles. That's what you want. It'll be favored long term, and it'll stay cute for a while. That one, not so much. Honestly, I'm not like a crazy fan of that one. But it's, sustainably sourced, so like whatever. Self-love tips that will change your life. Oh, I love when they do articles like this, especially in February. A lot of humans are super crazy about Valentine's Day and basing their self-worth on how many people think they're hot. That's such a sucky way of thinking because, like, people are way more than that, you know? I have so many friends, models and not, that are so used to tearing themselves apart because one person says they aren't their type. And that's crazy, right? Oh God, I hope you aren't being that hard on yourself. That's totally not fair. I can't imagine what that does to your mental, babes. That super sucks. No. Self-love and selfishness are two totally different things. Look, it even covers that. A selfish person does not love himself too much, but too little. In fact, he hates himself. He seems to care too much for himself, but actually he only makes an unsuccessful attempt to cover up and compensate for the failure to care for his real self. Yeah? Magazines aren't just for fashion. There is actual journalism in them sometimes. This defines self-love as self-contact, self-acceptance, and self-care. That last one is the thing I think most people focus on, but all three are pretty important. You can't just throw a face mask on and call it a day. Self-love is so much more than that. Self-contact is defined as an increased awareness of who we are, like our limits, our strengths, that sort of thing. Self-acceptance is pretty much what it sounds like, accepting all of your parts, even the ones that you don't like. See, back on this page, they have a list of self-care practices that aren't just taking bubble baths. Learning to say no is the first one, and that's pretty damn important. Drawing boundaries is an act of self-love, and saying no to things that don't make you better or make you feel good is totally valid. I think it's a big hurdle you have to overcome on the journey to self-actualization because so many people are afraid of seeming rude. Trust me, sometimes it's for the best. Like, if someone invited you to a party, but you were having a rough day and felt kind of blah, it would be acceptable to say no to the party invite. The next step, though, would be taking that party time and using it in a way that would make you feel better. I don't mean just like scroll on your phone for hours either. Like watching a show, taking a walk, bake yourself something, or make yourself a nice dinner. You know, whatever makes you feel better, not just whatever is easy. Well, okay, think about it this way. If being the best version of yourself was easy, everyone would be doing it. Most people that do it are super determined or do it out of spite. Honestly, as long as you don't let hate consume your heart, either method works. Let's see. Next thing is celebrating your wins. I love this one. No matter how small, you have to celebrate your wins. This kind of ties in with the idea of needing to romanticize the little things in life. Ignoring all of the small accomplishments and wins really adds up, and when you constantly ignore them, you're bound to grow nihilistic. The phrase, "stop and smell the roses," has always meant a bit more than taking a step back and relaxing to me. It's also meant take the time to admire the little things you usually take for granted. The fact that the roses are in season and blooming, the fact that the sun is out but it's not super harsh. Something as simple as like the humidity being just right can make or break a day. So like, why not be grateful for it, you know? Right, good hair days, your favorite drink being fully stocked, finding matching socks, like little stuff like that is just the seasoning of life. You don't want to not season your food, right? So take every little bit you can. And before you ask, yes, that includes finally getting your gacha waifu or finally beating that Elden Ring boss. Next, you have to look after your body and your mind. This one is another that everybody kind of already knows, but they usually fail to realize how important that it actually is. You literally have to think about yourself as if you were an animal. Like, are you getting enough food and water? Are you seeing the sun? Are you moving your body? Are you talking to people? And are you sleeping enough? Those are kind of like the foundations of all living beings. Like, even though plants are stationary, they still get moved around by the wind and the rain. You cannot let a plant beat you when it comes to exercise. That's crazy. Literally take a 15-minute walk outside, and you check off 2 of the things on that list. I'll even walk with you if you want. I love a good walk by the beachfront. It's so nice. Yeah, we can totes do that later if it stays nice out. There's one last thing on the list though, and I don't want you to skip any. We are practicing self-love. The next on the list is, where were we? Oh my god. I totally lost my place. Are we even on the right page? No, we are. Okay, cool. Okay, so it says here to practice self-compassion. Self-compassion is the opposite of self-judgment and self-criticism, so it's super important to identify when you're partaking in those sorts of things. So you have to recognize when you're suffering, and you have to articulate how you feel. If you have trouble with that, look at that emotion wheel, or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's like a chart that looks like a wheel that helps break down and pinpoint what you're feeling if you have trouble identifying your emotions. Super helpful when you're confused or when you can't pinpoint what's going on in your mind. Anyway, once you recognize, it says you have to connect your inner critic. No, wait, connect with your inner critic. My bad. Or the part of you that self-judges. Oh, so it's like the little voice in your head that's like, hey, you shouldn't feel this way. It's dumb. Or, everything is your fault all the time. Screw you. It can keep you stuck in like this whirlpool of negativity where you're at the center. This says the best way to free yourself from this incessant chatter is to step back and view it objectively. Okay, I kind of like that because it like highlights the importance of both thinking and feeling, because the human experience is a combination of both. We all feel things and we all think things. So looking at issues through the lens of only one perspective is like missing out on a huge chunk of information and nuance. You also have to allow yourself to feel your feelings, even the bad ones, which like super sucks, I know. But like locking them up in a cellar will only make them fester and stink, and trust me, everyone can smell them. Yeah. You may think that you're doing a good job at hiding all of that negativity, but other people can feel it. You're also talking to an elf that can literally see everyone's vibes. So like, I see yours all the time. I mean, your vibes aren't like bad, no. They're okay. But like, we can talk about that later. Next, you have to reassure yourself. Being self-compassionate is not having to rely on others to make you feel okay. It's a practice of positive affirmations to counter that inner critic. Things like, I'm safe, I'm healthy, and I'm giving it my all, or I'm doing my best, or I'm sexy, I'm smart, and I'm capable, are a couple of examples. Yeah, of course I do affirmations. In Marnie's words, quote unquote, affirmations give you mad aura, or whatever. She's so dumb, but like, she's right. Your vibes drastically improve when you care about yourself, and people can tell. Now, I think that's like the end of the article. That was a 2-page spread. That's kind of crazy. It's really good. And it's really important. I can imagine this is going to help a lot of people. Flipping through and realizing, hey, I should care about my self-worth, because it's like super important. But anyway, since we're done with the article, and I've actually already flipped through most of this magazine, we went through all the hard stuff. Do you want to maybe do some fun self-care now? We can start small. Just like brushing your hair can be enough to make you feel better about yourself. Come here. I have the brush that you like to use. And if you still have a little frizz left in your hair, I can add some conditioning oil. How does that sound? Yeah, I know. You love when people play with your hair. Come on, just like sit in front of me. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you have like some frizz up at the top. That's not like a huge deal though. Honestly, it's probably gonna like solve itself with a little bit of brushing. I'm just gonna like kind of comb the sections with my fingers. My nails like act like a little mini brush. That, and you really like head scratches. You like really like head scratches. So yeah, I'll do that. Don't worry, I won't charge you or anything. That'd be so funny. But no, I won't, I promise. If you want though, since we're gonna go on a walk along the beachfront, you can totally pick me up a coffee. And like, that'd be super great. I would love it. Yeah, I would totally love it. Are you serious? I don't care what time it is. I like coffee. I mean, I can also get like a latte. I've really been liking chai lattes. They're so freaking good. I had one the other day though that was like totally off the mark. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. If I'm gonna spend $5 on a small chai latte, it should taste like it's not watered down, you know? And like, that's crazy. I don't like that at all. But, like, I was in a rush, so I couldn't return it. I ended up just tossing it when I was, like, halfway done. I was like, this is so stupid. But, like, whatever. Honestly, I don't care. I'm totally over it. I'm so normal about it. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll try again today. And I will be luckier. Hoping. We'll go to the place, not the first place that we passed on the beach, but we can go on the second one. That one does really, really well. They also do smoothies. I don't know, do you like smoothies? Yeah, I like a good smoothie. Big fan of smoothies. I really like the mango ones. Mango and pineapple are so good. I swear, like, really fulfills the tropical vibe of drinking a smoothie. Like, I really like them. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of the green smoothies, mostly because I can always taste the spinach, and I'm like, ugh, I don't want spinach drink, you know? It's like kind of a weird taste. I don't really like it. Anyway, hold on. Let me grab my brush. Yeah, this one's the bamboo one, I think. It's really nice. And it helps with frizz, and it helps with, like, tingles and stuff. It's really nice, though. Just go ahead and, like, hold your head, like, right there. Okay. Don't worry. No, I'll be fine. I'll be very gentle with the tingles on the ends. Yeah. It's not too bad. It's mostly, like, just toward the bottom. I think maybe you need a trim. Do you want to do that later? Yeah, we could do that later. That'd be great. Definitely need kind of like an inch off the bottom. Were you trying to grow your hair out? No, I get that. It's, like, always really scary when you want to grow your hair out, but then you can't because, like, all the split ends and the tangles and everything. It's like, ugh. But, like, really, I learned the hard way. You have to get rid of them. You really do. Yeah, otherwise your hair just it doesn't grow well. It grows unevenly. And you can see it's just not as thick toward the ends because it's not healthy and it's really brittle. So it's prone to, like, snapping and stuff. Especially when you brush it. Now, I'm brushing it really gently, so this will minimize the breakage, but, like, it's kind of, I don't know, it's like a part of it. Like, if your hair is brittle, it's gonna kind of tear. Like, especially if there's a lot of knots. But, like, yours isn't, like, too bad. Not too bad. It's just, like, worth noting, you know? I'd rather bring it up before it's, like, a huge issue. But, yeah, I think next time you come over, we'll definitely do, like, a haircut kind of thing. Yeah, I cut my own hair. I mean, like, for the most part. Like, I do my trims. I'll cut my bangs. But if I'm doing, like, a really crazy style, usually I'll have, like, someone else to help. Yeah. Well, I did my curl by myself. Do you like it? I think it's so cute. Yes, 100%. I love it. I feel dumb, though, because, like, I did it right before bed. Thankfully, it actually lasted. I was like, oh, slay. All right. Love that for me. So I don't know. I might do it more often. I think the curls are really cute, don't you? I'm so used to having it straight that I'm like, I think I need to change it up. Yeah. Just, like, for a little bit. Just see if I can warm up to it. Because I do think it's, like, super cute. I do. Yeah. Alright, the frizz at the top of your head looks so much better. It's basically gone. I actually don't even think that you will need any serum on your hair. Yeah, I think that looks actually pretty good. Hell yeah, that looks nice and tidy. If you're feeling up to it, we can still do the walk for a bit. Come on, the fresh air will feel so nice. Let me grab us some jackets and we can head out. I need to change too. If you want, you can like borrow one of my shirts if you want something else to wear, but I'm gonna go change. I'll meet you in the living room? For sure. Alright. There's also a hair tie if you want to tie your hair up, so like go crazy. I'll meet you in the living room.